Hello guys, welcome back to my channel BioLab, and in today's lecture we will be continuing microbes in human welfare, and we have completed with industrial uses and household uses. So we will be starting microbes in large scale uh, units like sewage treatment. See guys, this notes is already uploaded by me on my WhatsApp, and also we'll be shortly releasing our app so that you can access all our videos and notes from there. Also, if you want the notes, you have to only pay 5 rupees. You have to only pay 5 rupees on using any UPI app for full notes of biology. Like I will be uploading plant growth and development in the future, so that I have already prepared the notes and I have already uploaded it including microbes. So yeah, if you want to pay 5 rupees, this is my WhatsApp number. You can send a message on it, or also you can request me in the comment box. So this is my WhatsApp number. You can go there and text me, or also you can pin me in the comment box below. So let's start our lesson without any further ado. Today the lesson is going to be very interesting, and it is gonna be very easy. Oh no, yes, it is gonna be very easy and interactive session. Let's leave like that. So again, I cannot write the heading. So see guys, this sewage, what is meant by sewage? This is becoming a greater issue on large scale in India. This is becoming a sewage, it is becoming a large scale issue in India. Why it is becoming like that? Actually, sewage means untreated polluted domestic waste, domestic or any other industrial waste. Basically you can say that it is untreated polluted wastes. This is sewage. Now, why this is leading to a large problem in India? How it is happening that this sewage is killing many people, many there are many of animals are living on the bank of river Ganga. What is happening to our rivers nowadays? Yes, this sewage from the industries as well as the domestic sewage is being released into the rivers without treatment. Without proper treatment, it is being released into the rivers, and these riverine bodies are getting polluted due to the sewage. How this pollutes? This sewage contains a lot of toxicated materials in it, and it is toxic to the small fishes living in that riverine bodies. And animals also can die while drinking the water, while drinking the polluted water. And the bad thing and the sad thing to know is that water only gets purified and sent to our houses. The riverine water which is there in the rivers is sent to our houses with purification, and it leads to many consequences. But we people would not and do not understand the problem of these sewage, untreated polluted water releasing into these riverine bodies, and we just keep releasing since this waste is increasing day by day with increasing population. So that is why we have something special. Our microbes, our friends, help also in the sewage treatment. Let's see how they help. Basically, the sewage contains of our homes contains many suspended particles. See, this sewage contains suspended suspended particles. It contains toxic chemicals. Sometimes it contains toxic chemicals. It may also contain sand particles, stone particles, etc. These, and also vegetable peels. Yeah, sorry to say this. Excreta, human excreta, animal excreta. Yes, these all are contained by this sewage. So now when it is released into the rivers, these all are getting released into the riverine bodies. So in order to eradicate this problem, our governments like central government and state government have started different action plans like Ganga Action Plan and Yamuna Action Plan. Since they two are the major rivers in India, and Ganges is the holy river of India, they have created those. So what is going actually in this action plan? So this sewage material is being treated there. How they are treating this sewage material? Using microbes. Let's look at it now. Using microbes, they treat this sewage material. How is this treatment going on? See, on the banks of river Ganges and river Yamuna, we have different plants which are called as sewage treatment plants. So these are STPs, sewage treatment plants. In these sewage treatment plants, we have a process called as sewage treatment, and it is done with the help of microbes, and that process involves different steps like sedimentation, oxidation, etc. Let's go one by one. First of all, this sewage from the domestic waste comes into this STP, which contains a large tanks. It may be very large since to accommodate most of the water in it. Yes, and while coming it, we have filters on this pipe. These filters stop the suspended particles like sand, grains, etc. And this water is flown into these large tanks, and these large tanks get filled up. This is with water, and there can also be some other suspended particles remaining in these in this water too. So they allow these water to be like that in order to sediment those particles. What is meant by sedimentation? Heavier particles moving down, lighter particles moving up is called as sedimentation, and it is done here. And if there are still any particles remaining which haven't stopped onto this filter papers, get sedimented down like this. These particles, after some time, they sediment down, and these sedimented particles are called as primary sludge. This primary sludge involves solid particles, the particles having containing more weight when compared to the water, weight particles, etc. These particles may be visible to our eye, sometimes may not, but they are mostly visible to our eye like sand grains. Okay, now this water is called as primary effluent. Primary sludge, and this treatment is called as primary sewage treatment. It is called as primary treatment. Okay, it is called as, let me write it with another color. Let's use, no, let's use this. It is called, no, not at all. Okay, let me light it with white only. White or pink, yes, choose it. Yeah, it is called as primary treatment. So hope you have understood by now that this sewage treatment involves two processes. One is primary treatment, second one is secondary treatment. And in this primary treatment we get two out out results. There one is primary effluent and second one is primary sewage. Now this primary effluent contains water. You can say some colored water, you can say some unknown bacteria, you can say some unknown harmful microbes, you can say some unknown disease spreading pathogens, and this need to be treated further. So for that it is sent into secondary treatment tanks, where, one minute guys. So yes, this primary effluent is transferred into the second step, in which our friends come into action. This whole process is given in a diagrammatic representation in the notes which I have uploaded. Yes, you can avail the opportunity of getting notes. Please do it immediately in order it helps you. Yes, this primary effluent is now sent into large oxidation tanks. So see, these are large aeration tanks or oxidation tanks. You can call them either the way. I am putting holes to these. Yes. These large aeration tanks or oxidation tanks, no, these two are not connected basically. Let's not do that. Yes, aeration pipes. Yes. No, fine. These large oxidation tanks contains inlet of air inlets, you can say. Air is pumped into these large oxidation tanks, in which this primary effluent is put. This primary effluent is put into these oxidation tanks and air is pumped into them. A large pressure of air is pumped and bacteria or fungi is added into these oxidation tanks. Bacterial, you can call them bacteria, microbes are added, bacteria and fungi, into these oxidation tanks, and they are allowed to develop, and these are suspended microbes which are floating on these primary effluent convert into flocks. These are called as bacterial flocks, and these flocks help in the decreasing of organic matter by decreasing the BOD. Remember this is very, 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 very important, and these microbial flocks help in decreasing BOD, biochemical oxygen demand, and if this demand decreases, it as it is directly proportional to the organic matter decreases, and organic matter is the things which we have discussed in the starting. This organic matter is the polluting substance, therefore pollution decreases with the use of microbes. Simply Yes, with the use of microbes. Now this is called yeah. After the BOD decreasing, after the organic matter decreasing, they are allowed again to sediments in order to remove these microbes. Now the pathogens are also removed. Let's remove these microbes now. These microbial flocks or bacterial flocks. And this effluent is again allowed to sediment, so therefore these microbial flocks settle down. These microbial flocks settle down here. So see this, these microbial flocks settle down at the bottom of these oxidation tanks. Now this settled microbial flocks is called as activated sludge. Activated sludge. This is very important term. Activated sludge. Activated sludge is harmful, is very dangerous and harmful, and if it is released into the riverine bodies, again it can cause pollution and it causes double the diseases, since it contains pathogenous microbes like pathogens like bacteria only, pathogens like bacteria and fungi which may harm people, like E. coli bacteria which is present in untreated waters, it can contain. Yes, so that is why this activated sludge is carefully removed. This activated sludge is carefully removed by sedimentation. Now this effluent which you got is purified, or not purified, but it is allowed to discharge into the riverine bodies, is called as secondary effluent. So which is the effluent which is released into the riverine bodies? Secondary effluent. Secondary effluent without any tension is released into the riverine bodies, and this activated sludge, some part of it is used in the preparation of biogas. Oh, sorry. Some part of the activated sludge is used again for this process, this oxidation, and the rest is allowed into the activated sludge digesters, in which biogas is produced, and that biogas can be used as fuel, and we use it since it is a combination of gases. Okay, it is a combination of gases. Yes, about biogas production we will be discussing in our next lecture, and we will be starting biocontrol and biofertilizers. So thank you guys for this video. That's it for this video, and if you like the video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel BioLab. And this is VAMSI signing off from BioLab. Have a great day further. Thank you guys.